Hi, everyone. Are you in a time of transition from school, work, a relationship, or a ministry? Are you experiencing a bit of uneasiness while waiting for what you will move on to become clear, to happen, or an opportunity to open up? Are you feeling stuck? Being in the hallway of transition when one door is shut and waiting for another door to open can be unsettling. Or maybe you have doors of opportunity open to yourself, but you are hanging out in the hallway because you are afraid to move on to an open door because you don't want to make a wrong decision for yourself. Do I take door number one or door number two? You don't know. This is called the paralysis of analysis. I have been there myself. Have you? Or maybe you find yourself wanting to return back to something that is not good for you, but it is uncomfortable and you are used to it. You're used to that door, but it's shut. It's shut. Don't go back to it. In the Bible, we find that the people of Israel, for example, who had come out of bondage from Egypt, wanted to return to Egypt when they panicked in transition to their promised land. So are you feeling stuck in the hallway of transition, but you're wanting to move forward through a door? Move with God through the hallway of transition to another door without hesitation or fear. So how do you do that? Well, in James 1:5, the Bible says, if you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking. So you need to ask God, and he will give you wisdom for you to make a decision on what door to take. Next, Proverbs 3:5-6 says to trust God. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. So we trust God. Next, consult with others. In Proverbs 11:14, it says there is safety in having many advisors. Perhaps there are people around you who have been in a similar situation, who have experienced what you went through, and have mature, wise advice that they can give you to help you navigate through this transition. Seek others' wise opinions about your direction that you need to take. Next, we also, of course, need to pray and not be anxious about it, and to thank God in the middle of that. Philippians 4:6 says, do not worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done. And then in verse 7, it says, then you will experience God's peace. Once we realize how big God is, that he sees the beginning from the end, we will have his peace when we seek him and we thank him in the middle of our transition. Finally, step out in faith to the next doorway. 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, we live by faith and not by sight. So now get out of that hallway of transition. Go through your next door in faith, having the wisdom of God, trusting him, having the counsel of others, and having the peace of God in your transition, in your work, school, relationships, or in ministry.